In this guide to the best rooms at Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter Resort, I'll cover the various room categories that are offered here, where you can find them, plus I'll share my favorite area of this resort at the end. It's all coming up right now. At about 1,000 rooms, Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter is the smallest moderate resort at Walt Disney World. Actually, it's half the size of Port Orleans Riverside, Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, and Coronado Springs Resort. See, at Disney, smaller is better because it means fewer crowds and shorter walks to the hotel amenities like the pool and dining. Port Orleans French Quarter is one of the best kept secrets at Walt Disney World because it's centrally located on Disney World property. Dining, pool, lobby, and bus depot are all a short walk away from your room. Transportation to and from the theme parks doesn't get any easier. This is the only moderate resort to have just one bus stop for the entire hotel. Now, there are only 7 buildings at Port Orleans French Quarter, each with 3 stories. Each building has an elevator. However, if you plan to use a scooter, you should have this notated on your reservation. Odds are you'll be assigned a ground floor room if available. A lot of my clients prefer French Quarter over her sister resort, Port Orleans Riverside, because of the elevator feature. Not all buildings have elevators at Riverside. You'll only find them in Magnolia Bend there. All rooms at Port Orleans French Quarter are accessed via exterior corridors with exterior entry to the rooms. And rooms at the end of each corridor have an additional side window that allows for more natural light. These are known as corner rooms. There's no way to book a corner room specifically, but I can enter a request for one. Heat and air conditioning come from a unit below the window. They have recently been replaced with newer, more quiet units. What are the room categories at Port Orleans French Quarter? Well, there's standard view, pool view, river view, garden view, and a king bed room. Garden view and king bed rooms are peppered throughout the resort with no designated area. Standard view is the most economical category. Rooms offer views of gardens, wooded areas, and parking areas. But here's a secret. Standard view rooms are the most convenient, but more on this coming up in a bit. Now, garden view rooms overlook anything that is green, so grass, gardens, wooded areas, and even fountains. So let's take a deeper look at the room categories at French Quarter. Now, standard view rooms are located in buildings 1, 3, 4, and 7. The difference between a standard view and a garden view is minimal, and they are often used interchangeably in many cases. Most guests wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the two. So, for example, you may book a standard view, but actually get a garden view room. There is one major difference, however. Garden view rooms will not have a view of a parking area. So I wouldn't necessarily spend more money on a garden view room unless you really didn't want to have a view of a parking area. But even still, there aren't many rooms that overlook parking areas anyway at this resort. So if you'd like to save a little money here, go with a standard view. Garden view rooms can be found throughout the resort in all buildings, and the same is true for king bed rooms. Now, pool view rooms are located on either side of the resort pool. These rooms are located in a great location. Not only are they close to the pool, but they are also centrally located within the resort. Rooms here are just steps away from the lobby, dining, and resort transportation. They can be a little on the noisy side, though, during the day because there is poolside entertainment. A DJ will play music and host poolside games. Riverview rooms are located in the buildings along the Sassagoula River. You'll find them in buildings 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7. Riverview rooms in buildings 2 are the most scenic, but further away from the lobby and transportation, but not by much because you remember that this is a small resort, right? Now, boats to Disney Springs use the Sassagoula River from early in the morning to late at night, and there can be some occasional noise when they blow their horns. Recently, the boats were outfitted with new horns, which are much quieter. Some people think it's charming to hear the boats, others not so much. If you don't want to hear the boats, don't book a Riverview room at this resort. Now, if you're looking for a room that is quiet, book a standard view or garden view room and request buildings 1 and 7. These buildings will have less people walking by, and you're far enough from the DJ playing music at the pool. Port Orleans French Quarter is plagued with these golf carts that run around all day, used by cast members, security guards, and maintenance technicians. I will often request a second or third floor room for my clients when they are looking for a quiet and or private area, so they won't have golf carts passing by their window every few minutes. Now, the most convenient rooms at French Quarter are going to be near the lobby, the dining area, and the bus stop. So in this case, I would book a standard or garden view room and request buildings 3 and 4. Yeah, the most convenient and centrally located rooms at this resort are also the most economical. Personally, I like building 4. It's just a little bit closer to the bus depot, but that's just me. The vast majority of rooms at French Quarter have 2 queen beds, a small table, and 2 chairs. Rooms sleep a maximum of 4 people. If you need a room that sleeps 5, you'll need to book a room at Port Orleans Riverside, Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, or a Disney Deluxe or Villa Resort. It's important to point out that Disney does not guarantee room requests, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. I'm able to enter room requests on your reservation for Disney to see, and my clients usually get what they're looking for about 80% of the time. Of course, if you book a standard view room and request to have a view of the pool, that request would have a very low chance of being honored because it's a different category and the pool view category costs more. For more information and to see more about what I do, visit OrlandoParksGuy.com. I'm also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.